Good day everyone! During the previous episodes, we've shown you instructional guide videos on phonemic awareness and phonics. In this video, I will be citing several learning activities focused on vocabulary. A student's language development and communication skills are dependent on their vocabulary. It is difficult to relate one's thoughts, feelings, and ideas about who we are and how we interpret the world around us without adequate words. It is a good idea to think about how students will remember a word when sitting for an exam and use this as a starting point to determine how you want your students to remember what you have taught them. As they say, don't teach new words in a vacuum. You want to create a contextual experience that leaves a deep impression so that when the time comes for your class to recall the words that you have taught them, they'll be able to access these words with just a little trouble. Our first activity is called a word map. A word map is a graphic organizer that supports connections among vocabulary and ideas. Graphic organizers are helpful for all learners because it really helps them organize their thoughts. For this activity, we are going to use our theme, which is family, as our vocabulary word.
In this activity, we are going to use the vocabulary word map that is divided in 4 columns. In the first column, the learner is to define family in his own words. Second column, the learner is to write a synonym of it. For the third column, the word family will be used in the sentence, and for the fourth one, they are to draw a picture of it. A word map is a strategy for learning new words. There are many different ways to use this strategy. One way to use the 4-corner vocabulary chart is for students to draw a picture of the word and write it in the corner. The strategy can be adjusted to meet the needs of all learners. Students are making personal connections because they are drawing their own picture, writing their own sentence and definition in their own words. This would help struggling readers by giving them more meaning to learn the vocabulary word.
Sinong naglilinis ng bahay? Si Mama. So, si Mama gumagawa ng mga chores sa bahay. Kamusta naman si Ate? Ano naman ang role ni Ate? Naglalaba. Nagluluto din siya, di ba? Si Ate yung tumutulong kay Mama. Very good. Si Vinjo naman, anong role mo sa bahay bilang bunso? What is your role in the family? Nagwawalis ng bakuran. Ano pa? Nagpapakain ng manok. In short, tumutulong ka kay Papa. Very good. So, the role of the family, each member of the family has their own role. Papa is the breadwinner. They are the breadwinner of the family. Mama, sila yung gumagawa ng chores sa bahay. Si Ate ang tumutulong kay Mama or the mother, and the son helps the father. Very good.
Our next activity is called a word pick. For this activity, the student will be given reading material. In this case, I adapted a reading material online entitled The Family. The goal of this activity is to let the students read the entire text and pick or choose the words that he or she is unfamiliar with. After doing this activity, the goal of the teacher now is to help the students unlock these difficulties. So that is all about word pick.
For this activity, I want you to read the following text entitled My Family. Okay? So, babasahin mo. You may now start reading.
Read this story. Peter is 10 years old and lives with his family in a small house near the beach. There are 5. Is in Peter's family. His mom is Pam. She is tall with long blonde
Nasaan ka na, Ben? Nasaan ka na?
and big green
Eyes.
His dad name is Chris.
He is also
tall
tall
with short brown hair and
small eyes. Both of
Peter's
parents are kind.
For words that are difficult to pronounce, modeling the pronunciation would be of great help.
brother
Tom
is Peter. He is 12
years old. Lakasan mo na ito.
Tom has short curly hair and
Small
brown
eyes.
Tom is
Kind.
to Peter. He shows him
How
to
ride bicycle.
and
Also
helps him with his homework.
sisters
Sisters
is only baby.
Her
Name
is
Pami.
Peter loves his sister after school. Peter likes to read stories to Tommy. Tommy likes animal stories because Peter makes
Funny
boys and
faces for each animals. Okay, very good. So what is the story all about? It is all about my family. So it is all about a family. So a family, does a family have a father? Yes. Sister. Ano pa? Son, mother, and brother. Okay. So based on the story, ano yung mga words? What are the words that you find difficult? Ano yung mga words na sa tingin mo yung hindi mo naintindihan? Mayroon ka bang words dito sa story na hindi mo naintindihan? Lahat naintindihan mo? Malinaw sa'yo lahat?
Our next activity is called a word match. In this activity, the student will be given a worksheet that contains pictures and words of the list of family members such as the mother, the father, the son, the daughter, the grandmother, and the grandfather. The goal of the student in this activity is to match column A, the pictures, with column B, the words by connecting the dots.
Because drawings and photos are understood by most people, this is perhaps the best way to present new vocabulary. The internet is full of photos and pictures, and there are a variety of stock photo websites to choose from.
Okay. Sige nga. I-ano mo si San? check natin mamaya, ha? Okay, how about this girl? Who do you think this girl is? She is the daughter. O, sige, hanapin mo si daughter. Daughter. Okay, how about this man? Who is this man? He is the alakas mo. He is the
father.
Okay, sige. Very good. How about the other girl? Who is that girl? Who is the lady? She is the
Grandmother.
grandmother. Is she old enough? Is she the grandmother or the mother?
Mother.
Mother. How about this lady? She is the
Grandmother.
grandmother. Very good. Where is the word grandmother?
Ay.
Oh,
Grandfather.
grandmother. Next. Oh, who is this man?
Grandfather.
He is the
Grandfather.
grandfather. Okay. Very good.
Our fourth activity is called word familiarization. In this activity, the teacher will give the students a list of words and a sheet containing columns labeled yes and no. The teacher will ask the student to write the words they are familiar with next to yes, and under no, they are going to write the words that they find foreign or new. This will give the teacher an idea of what words our students are having most difficulty with recognizing and be used as a basis for vocabulary teaching.
For this activity, words related to our theme, which is family, are used as our vocabulary list.
Are the words that I am familiar with: family, parents, unity, relationship, daughter, newborn, husband, sibling, uncle, twins, and childhood.
For our next activity, something that for sure most of you are familiar with is the use of context clues. Context clues are an effective way to build your vocabulary. Context is the sentence or phrase in which a word is found. And understanding the sentence's general meaning can help understand a word that is unfamiliar to you.
Give your students contextual clues. Write each vocabulary word in a sentence that gives contextual clues to the word's meaning.
Mom always cooks a delectable meal that we all enjoy. The answer is B, delicious. Number 2. My father is a very diligent worker that qualified him for the Best Employee of the Month award. The answer is A, industrious. Number 3. Ellie, Peter's sister, doesn't like simply dresses. She prefers ones with flamboyant design. The answer is A, fancy.
Word context clues are a very useful way for the English language learner to work out the meaning of the word. The importance of using context clues in building your vocabulary cannot be underestimated, and you can learn new words when they are used in the contexts.
Our last suggested reading activity for teaching vocabulary is the use of the antonyms. In order to build your vocabulary, it is a good idea to not only use the words from your chosen vocabulary list, but also incorporate their antonyms. When we say antonyms, it refers to a word opposite in meaning to another.
Using opposites to teach new vocabulary gives students the opportunity to learn twice as many words. To make a bigger impact on your students' learning process, you can use pictures to illustrate sentences or put words into short sentences that tell a story.
Antonyms. Number 1, Mom turns the lights off during the day, and she turns them on at night. Number 2, my brother puts on his shoes before going to school and puts it off before entering the house. Number 3, my sister opens the windows during the day, and I close them at night.
For words that are mispronounced, you can ask your student to reread that word.
Now, let's have a recap of the 6 suggested learning activities in teaching vocabulary. First, we have word map. Second, word match. Third, word pick. Fourth, word familiarization. Fifth, context clues. And sixth, we have the antonyms. So that's it for our learning activities in teaching vocabulary. Tune in to our next episode as we tackle fluency. Bye!